all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aloha.
Aloha.
I just had to press a lot of buttons. I'm a success at pressing buttons. My goodness.
Pokey's a success too.
I like to
eating
probably make the crowd stay
treats. Hey,
home.
look at us.
I'm just going through all the different little things here. Gotta feel like I know what I'm doing about something. Here we are, everybody. What a magical day. Aloha! I did it in a kind of a weird new way. I put the emphasis on the O instead of the or the ha.
Aloha and Primo's sexy drawl.
Aloha, Paul Rose, Carl, Doug, Major Win, Amy's here, Michelle Kirkpatrick, Dedegore Debo, Jack is here. Aloha,
howdy.
Jack, Callie Debs, Patricia.
Curious
Collection is here. Dragu Artworks, heading off the top of the hour. And I did say Major. I said Doug. I didn't just say Major. I said Doug.
And Rose.
And Roe.
And whoever else is watching. Aloha.
All right.
Whoa, that was crazy.
You like that?
It's
I just took the room right down.
Yeah,
I
you
took
did.
us right down. So, guys, we
Ryan.
are Mike Sellers here, Ken Hamilton, also Ryan.
Did you say
Aloha,
hi,
welcome
Amy?
you. Yes, I did.
Hey.
But we have no problem saying hi twice.
No, of course not.
Two twice is nice.
2 scoops.
Hello.
Hellos.
How's he doing?
He's happy.
He looks like he's winning. Well, you guys, guess what? Not winning.
We're not majorly winning.
We have about a major _ fail going on right now. We call ourselves eBay resellers. We thought we were eBay resellers. We've been doing this. I've been doing it for 24 years. She's been doing it since 2000. I started in 2019. What? No, 2020. Sorry. I just had 2 and a 0, whatever. Give me a break. 2019, I picked up I decided I was going to sell all of our stuff on eBay starting in 2019. That's when I started. And we started listing all of my like a lot of my video game stuff. So like my, what's the red one? The Virtual Boy, Nintendo, like all the Nintendos in boxes, all the like cool stuff, But we started in 2019 to really liquidate everything because just don't need to take it anywhere and don't need to live with it and sit there and look at the box and never use it. So make the money and carry on. But we found out. What did we find out recently? Like in the past? What have we been questioning for the past? The past month or so.
Why?
Why?
Wait a sec. Can you pop out the live chat?
Pop
please,
out the
sweet?
chat. Where is?
Because it looks
J-Lo
like Major
in
Wayne
here?
gifted someone a
Major Wayne gifted what?
WTF! Welcome WTF to the membership. Thank you, Major Win.
Thank you, Major Win.
Mm-hmm.
We got one thing going for us right now, and his name is Doug.
Another one. Don Flippin.
Don Flippin, welcome to the membership crew. Here's a couple of major wins for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now we're going to show you something here because, it is Y. It's also, why don't I have my Y here when I want my Y? Oh, here. Why? We really did convince ourselves that we were resellers. We really, really did. And I'm gonna show you something, and this was like, yeah. So I guess we're just kind of hitting a wall. We watched the shows yesterday, an awesome live from Motorcycle Dork that just was really hitting home, and not necessarily like yay, just like, damn,
Another one.
Another one.
Right? Yeah. Oh.
Coming out of the Major Woods.
Hey, welcome.
Kent is in the posse now.
Kent Daigle.
Oh, as opposed to Hamilton. We're a multi-Kent situation.
I know.
Guru alert. Yes, so we are gurus. We are your friendly neighborhood eBay gurus, and I'm going to start by showing you our sales from last April. Let's check these out. Hey, everybody. I got to tell you. So we
last April or
I'm sorry, last May. So we're comparing Mays right now, and I just wanted to say that. So this is last May. This isn't our best May on record, but it's a good May, solid May. It was very May. Mays aren't necessarily our best months ever, but last year specifically, we had a good. You can see this is up 2.4% over the previous May. May is a May. It's May. May. It's not usually May. But it's May. So it's not like December. But, you expect some good numbers. And June ended up being our best month on record for 2023 because our sales fell off the cliff in the beginning of July, end of June, while everyone else's seemed to sort of fall off the cliff in April of last year. So we had 2 extra months, which was interesting because this year in March, our sales, after hitting just unreasonably low numbers, our sales rebounded a little bit in March and April, showing some solidness under our feet. And we were thinking that things were, we didn't want to rock the boat. We weren't doing anything. We were just kind of sitting on the edge of our seat, doing the, hopefully nothing would fall apart. And I have some news to report. Ladies and gentlemen, this is eBay Reseller Newsflash.
Wait, that came in too early. I should have
waited a second because the big reveal was kind of blown there. But I'm not going to even say the number. Everybody, look at your screen right now. This is our May 1st through May 29th.
This is our main store.
This is our main store.
This is not the second store.
Our main for May.
You may ask yourself.
How did I deserve this? You may ask yourself, where's the other half of our income? You may ask yourself, why?
Go by.
You're not my beautiful wife. That's not my beautiful sales. I have no idea what's happening. We definitely we're a little sleepy
if
during.
we don't laugh, we'll cry.
Yeah, it's true. We're a little asleep during May in the sense that we were at the beginning of May. We were just like, our sales are just so down. Our sales are so down, but we'll do something to try to get them up. And so we've actually. I wrote down a witty thing that I call your sister-in-law. What is it? Well, we wanted to find an eBay a listing optics technician, and so we can get more stuff. Are we an effective team? That's from Oblivion. That doesn't even make sense.
The listing optics technician.
Yeah. So we're onboarding a listing optics technician right now because earlier this month we're just like, this is not going well. We need to do something. We lost a little sleep. We've made some change. We've made some plans to make changes. We don't make a lot quick changes around here. We've been on here for a long time, so we don't want to make rash decisions. But as you can see, this is our worst month on record. Like I don't even know when was the last month this low, ever. Like in the history of eBay for anybody, nobody's had sales this low. This is some
it's pretty bad.
It wakes up the brain so I can really drink in the numbers.
Does ginger tea help with
eBay
with
sales?
eBay by chance?
You guys, I don't know what to say. The real reason we're showing this right now is because I know other people are hurting. I know other people are
I
experiencing
don't know if
some
anyone's
crazy.
hurting as bad as this.
We
though.
probably are. We're the worst off. But out of everybody on Earth. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was. Oh, Mike Seller!
Mike Seller gifted that's what I was trying to figure out. Mike Seller gifted a membership, and it went to Carla Olsen.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
That's so awesome.
That is so awesome. And what I think is important here is Carl, as you can see here.
Yes, he says, ouch.
This is, I hope everybody can just feel better that they're stepping on our, pulpy carcasses. That this is bad. This is bad.
It's like,
this
it's
is our
embarrassing.
It's totally embarrassing. But I don't know what happened. This is, compared to last month, this is more than 50% off of last month, which a $4,000 month for us is.
You guys, look at that.
Is low. It's not terrible, but it's low. So I don't know what, because we lost, everything fell apart at the end of June last year. So I don't even know. James is in saying he's going to throw everything, including Satan and the kitchen sink.
Sell your soul.
Rattle his
devil.
rattle at the eBay devil. I just can't. This is our main source of income, but it's not our sole source of income. So we can do some other. We have things to do. Motorcycle dork. I just don't know what to say. But if you're trying to compare yourselves year over year from last year that was working to this year that's not, that's it. Last year we were up 2.4%, which isn't a lot, over the previous May. And year over year, we're down 68.6%. Now, March and April didn't hurt. It didn't look like that. It didn't. In fact, at some points it was saying we were up 20, we were up a few percent. But first of all, can't trust any of these numbers. If I'm not in the background running the numbers, I don't have a good sense. I'm not saying that's necessarily eBay's fault, but with the percentages and the up and down arrows and everything, those can be very confusing to a person with my kind of a brain, which is to say a small one. And I cannot rationalize when numbers are like this. I cannot rationalize how my 26.3% of my totals. I kind of understand what happened is there's less sales, so there's less dilution of the costs of the sales.
And our selling cost includes shipping labels because we buy them.
It does,
through
but
eBay.
last year it did too. And last year
we were
promoting at Dynamic in May.
Wait, can I see what last year's selling costs were? Or do you still have
That's it right
that?
here. This is it. 19% of our.
Wait, what?
So last year, while we're promoting, making the sales, and all of our shipping is done through here, it was 19% of our sales. This year, we have this god awful number salad, and it's 26%, and that's because there weren't as many sales. And as you can see, total buyers, everything's down. Quantity sold over last year. Average price per sale, okay, but we're selling twice as many items at twice the price last year. It's interesting. But mostly we're just showing this because we'll be fine, we'll be fine, but there's a lot of people out there having some crappy sales, and I just think we're the crappiest. So I've got to make people feel a little better, right? And this is on top of the fact that our sales have been much more routine. In other words, we're having sales every day except for like 2 days in 60 days.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing to point out too. Yeah. We've mentioned how even our postal person will say, "Wow, you're having sales every day." Picking up stuff from us.
Yes, he did notice that. Now, what I want to show you is that just so we can really convolute this up.
Oh, the
real
categories.
Nice. Yeah. So
Okay.
I wanted to show you that the stuff we're selling this year is very much the same. Now, I'm going to say that what we really wanted to do from last year is build up a store that sold smalls, $25 items, 10 a day. That's all we wanted. 10 a day. Too much to ask? Apparently so. $25 items a day. That is like still sort of what we're shooting for. But we do batches of, batches of computer stuff, high sell-through rate items. And you can see this is from last year. And you can see this one network, computer, tablets, and networking for vintage computers and mainframe, actual computers. So it's not in this year's this year's May, because we did that $1,000 worth of computer stuff in April this year, last month, and it all sold within 2 weeks. So yes, you could, if you want to compare these apples to apples, take out this one line item, $970, and you'll get $5,500 versus our $1,900. So if you're just comparing like items, that's the one category you would take out of here. Otherwise, music, vintage manuals. So last May we sold almost $1,000 of vintage manuals, the exact same inventory, is $212. So down 77% from the same month, same inventory, different year. But I've also made sure to mention a million times, I think, that our manuals, that's why that back door is usually closed. The F-35s are flying over our house right now, so sorry about that. But and the door's open because we wanted to have a nice day because we are feeling crappily. So we're having tea.
The sun came out.
We're
totally
trying to
poo-poo platter.
We have mastered
poo-poo platter.
Poo-poo platter right now. This is the worst that's ever happened in the history of the world. The point being just that it's 80% down in vintage computer manuals, which has been sort of our thing that we've sold for ever. And it's the same manuals. So they anyway. What am I fighting for? I'm not fighting. I'm just saying words.
James, I emailed you twice. Sorry for 2 emails. The first one didn't go through, but then when I sent you the second one, the first one ended up going through. So check your email. It's about something weird I noticed on your eBay store.
Yeah, I'd be curious what you think about that. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But James is actually saying that he's up 2% on last year, now only down 18%. Also, our card number 2 is on the way. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
And Patricia's saying Jack sent us a pic. See? Without the proper, if there was a comma after Jack sent you a pic. Now I think that Jack sent us a pic.
Oh, yes. I totally... Yes, okay.
Jack sent us a pic. Jack says, so I've been working doing certain things to overcome this BS that is called eBay. What I've come down to is being as efficient as I can and not depending on eBay for the majority.
Would you want to go big?
I can go big. Totes. Okay, we're big now. And then Jack said, I'm continuing his
I
thoughts.
lag peeking through his fingers. It's totally yikes.
It's the worst. I'm like, because we weren't looking at the numbers, because Josh Galt said, do not, he said, don't look at your numbers. Guru alert. No, we really did. We're like, we're not going to look at our numbers. We're not going to keep tabs on the numbers. But I'm sure I remember saying earlier this month that, and after the first 2 weeks of May that I felt it in the wallet already. I mean, we just we knew it was happening.
We didn't. Well, I haven't looked at our total sales, and boy, was that really hard to swallow.
It's never been, we haven't been below 4,000 since the badness happened. And now, well, no, that's not true. We did hit below 4,000 in January of this year, I think. Anyway,
I don't remember.
It's just the worst. All of our stuff is paid for. At least, the pain of sales is gone, because we bought stuff so long ago. So all that money fills our coffers. It doesn't, whatever. And what we've been doing to counteract before even looking at these horrible things was to hire somebody to help, or we can't sell anything that's not listed. So go for the old adage, try to get everything up as you can, as many things. So we're going to need some help with that. So we're doing that. And then the other thing we did was we started going out and sourcing a little bit as maybe where our motivation, our store is not fresh. We kind of went through our store and did a self-evaluation of how exciting it is. And the thing is it's not. It's not exciting. So now that could be part of the issue.
Well, did you read Paul Rose said,
No.
I've outcrapped you this month. Winner, no chicken dinner.
Paul's going to be on donuts.
Actually, I am having chicken dinner after this.
Some more KFC. Hold on. I'm going to go here and I just want to look at my, at our solds from the last 90 days and that's not really important. Because I can look at the stuff that sells. If your store is exciting, if the store has like the Apple computers are like kind of our cool go-to secret items.
Yeah.
Because we have so much of it and we sell it in piles and it requires testing and fixing and everything. And every time we do it, all that stuff sells. So it doesn't even hop over a month. I mean, it's 2 weeks. Everything we list is gone. So any particular month that we list that stuff, we're going to boost we could have done it in May is my point. We could have sold $2,000 worth of Apple stuff in May and not had a down month. But what we were doing was focusing on some other things, knowing that it was going to be a down month, sort of like readdressing, looking at things, doing a little bit of inventory, fixing all of our titles, making sure item specifics are these maintenance things, knowing that we're getting into the slow time. But slow time doesn't happen until July and August. This is May.
Oh man, I can't imagine.
So June's gonna suck. Who wants to compete with us to be the suckiest in
Jovio?
Hello, Jovio. Jack said I had a 4-day garage sale to thin out some excess records in past weekend and get some cash to buy different inventory. The new eBay store is different than the old, but yeah, I know. You shared with
everything
us.
I'm sourcing can be cross-listed in at least one or two. I don't know where it went.
What happened? Right here? What? Oh, he's got a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. That's cool. Everything I'm sourcing can be cross-listed in at least one or two different platforms. My eBay sales before the comment were 5,000 plus a month. Now it's been 2,200 forever. Jack, we started at about 10. We're about halved back then, and as you can see now, we're more than halved again. So, I mean, compared to last year, well, obviously you saw that, right? Didn't it say down 80%?
So Patricia's saying, I continue to think that yes, they changed things, but no, they haven't actually realized that they did something that has pooched their GMV so badly. Which sort of like makes me think of that article about that coupon. That
have you read that yet, everybody?
Motorcycle Dork. That
the
article
poupon?
The poupon.
The poupon coupon. Yeah.
The article that Liz
value-added
wrote.
Resources. Go check it out. It's about the coupon. It's an eBay article about the coupon release, and hidden within the article is you might want to close that.
Yeah.
Hidden within the article is we got F-35s here, which are really cool, and they've even got a jump one, and for 20 miles around, you can hear this thing hovering. They take a vertical takeoff thing. They're so loud. I mean, I kind of like it, but they're loud.
When you're outside, though, you're like, what?
You can't hear anything. Yeah, you just lose hearing, essentially. Point being that this article was it'd be easier if I had it up right now, but it was
okay. I can
just
try
tell
to.
the good
I can
part.
try to explain it.
Well, it's the part about eBay trying to hide the fact. So this coupon, I got it. The coupon is Spring 15.
And it started on the 29th or 28th, and it's going through June 2nd.
So basically when you log onto the eBay's front page, you'll see banners at the top, and there's often they'll have a coupon code or something, and it's for refurbished items or luxury goods or something. So they're selling the Spring 15% off item.
Splash 15 is the code.
Splash 15, thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Splash 15, and they are supposedly they're using it for reseller. Like they came up with this term reseller. What's it called? Reseller Day was like on March 21st.
Yeah, this isn't connected to that directly.
Yeah, it is. It is to my story. Trust me. So eBay, what's it called?
Re-commerce.
Re-commerce Day was May 21st. eBay made it up. Okay, good. Thank you. So it's basically Re-commerce Day is to sell things that are used. I've never seen used stuff up in these banners up at the top of eBay.
Right,
and I was wondering how you're going to get reused stuff into there. So I looked at the Splash 15. Everything was new with tags. We eventually, several pages down, we found a 10-speed bike. And we
like
were
from the 70s or something?
Yeah, from the 70s. And it says Splash 15 on it. So turns out this Splash 15 code was given to select sellers. 600,
it says in the article.
600 select sellers. And then what happens is that 15% comes off all the sales, but they don't take the money right away. They give you the full money sales, and then they take the 15% in 45 to 60 days, which is conveniently, they don't give you the money back conveniently till after the end of the second quarter.
So they charge you seller fees on the full amount. Not the discounted amount.
So even when they charge you your 15%, you still pay seller fees on the entire full amount.
And you get the full amount
first.
But the buyer's getting the discounted sale price, but you are getting like the full amount. And then in 45 to 60 days, eBay is going to take from you that discounted portion of the sale.
Which happens to be after second quarter closes.
And so Liz is saying, is this a way for eBay to be boosting their GMV for this second quarter?
They're not paying you back until after they report their numbers.
That seems pretty shady and clever at the same time.
This is how they do it, though. Until somebody says it's illegal, it's not. It's just playing with
Isn't that weird?
It's just playing with the purse.
And then on top of that, though, people in her article were saying, I'm having sales, but I have no clue at all if any of them are sales that buyers use the coupon code, the Splash 15
code. So it may turn out that the
Splash
15 covers your entire store. They don't even know that yet.
Yeah.
So if it's even per item or if it's your entire store. So anyway.
So thanks for that article suggestion, Motorcycle Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It wasn't even really about the coupon. It was why are they doing this?
Yeah, every time I'm reading things from any value-added resources or from
there's always real nuggets like in the article.
It's giving you a topic of the article, but you're seeing this shadiness happening. Not necessarily in the title of the article. It's the coupon is the title, but the real thing is they're not paying you until after the end of second quarter.
They're taking that.
I'm sorry, you're not paying them until after the end of second quarter.
So you need to make sure that you keep aside whatever the percentage was.
Wait, then that doesn't make sense, does it?
Yes, because eBay is keeping the full dollar amount.
Right, they're not right. They're keeping they're marking down on their books the full dollar amount.
Yes. Then afterward, after the
I confused myself.
Quarter two,
0.0. That's my GPA.
Take the money from you, which in reality,
take the money.
So in reality, right, your sale looks like it was whatever 15 to 20% higher than what it really was.
Jack says new store has gotten up to 2,700 with sales coming more frequently as I add more inventory. I should be up to 32 to 35 on 2 accounts within a month. Well, that's
Jack. That makes
great.
me so happy to hear because, man, you went through some struggle there. Lag is saying I got lots of weird stuff on my eBay. The finger's in the way.
I'm not moving it. You have to guess what that says.
On my eBay store. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't see. Oh, it's
Store 2. See, you were so close.
Yeah.
Jack says, in addition, Posh and Mercari are starting to grow, and Posh being in the lead.
Okay.
Yeah, we just haven't figured out. I mean, everything is happening now. We can't wait anymore. So we had sort of a. I mean, the revelation of this is we just looked at the numbers, which are embarrassing. But we knew this was happening like several weeks ago. So
I mean, I guess you have to look at your numbers every so often. So
why?
You can,
How's it gonna
our
help us?
pants will now be on fire, and I don't know what.
I don't know. I mean, we're still the world's greatest resellers. I mean, come on. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
696, Miss Merritt.
Aloha, Miss Merritt.
And then
Biff is making some comments on this. Every single one of eBay's $100 coupons to promote or buy offsite ads are used to cook the books too. That totally makes sense to me because they are pushing those. They're pushing them hard, and now they're even coming. Instead of just being words, now they've got like an ad with a lady in it that's trying to like,
hey, John,
do that, you know? Aloha, John. Welcome to the pity party.
He's having a really good month.
Well, look, there's a lot. There's no reason for him not to be. I mean, his business model is so completely different than ours. It is just different than ours, and he's having good success because that is what's working right now. And what we sell is simply not working. It's not that it's not valuable or good items, or maybe it will even return to being, really profitable or whatever. It's just that there's no way that I can convince myself that we don't need to not change entirely, but pivot. We're not going to sell clothes because it would take too long to get situated with that. But if we have to, first of all, source, period, like go out into the world instead of just sitting on our pile and get new stuff so that we are spending money. So then it feels like we're part of the game, like we're, as opposed to being, not feeling connected to reselling because we're just selling stuff we own.
Well, that's what I felt
we
like.
We need to go get the stuff too.
That's what this past weekend did when we went garage sailing. It did make me. It was energizing.
We set a goal and we we relatively achieved it. Now we did the fun part, which was going out and finding crap and spending money. I was like, I had my little my fingers were tingling from spending the Venmo and the dollars, and I was like, yes. And then coming back, looking the stuff up on eBay and doing a little video showing people what we bought over the weekend. That was fun. It got me excited.
It was.
Then everything went in the kitchen and it is sitting there in the way, and I tripped over it, and then now I'm mad at it, and I don't ever want to see it all again because we already did the hard part. We found the stuff. Thank you. We have to list it too.
I want to see what Sean Riddle is saying on this paused feed right here. It's at the very bottom of that.
Oh, I see.
So Sean Riddle is saying, this is sad, but I've been experimenting with different tactics. The only thing that brought me consistent sales was consistent listing and raising my promoted rate to 15%.
Eesh.
That rate is too high. And
well, it works. If it works, it works. Now, the question is always you ask is it the 15%? Is it the consistent listing? We have not been consistently listing.
No.
Is that is that the thing that's hurting us? April was an okay month. We did do more listing in April. May, we sort of were like preparing ourselves for things sucking, and I don't think we've listed as much this month. Could you say that? Again, you have to list good stuff, but does just the act of consistently listing, this is something that's been discussed ad infinitum. I think that do you have to list every day, or do you list on the weekends, enough to cover 10 items a day for the week? Here's my thought process. When you open your eBay and you look at your numbers from 2023 and it says 6517 here, and I had to sell 80 things for $82 each, and then you look at this one right here and it goes 1962. There's only one thing that says to me, I suck. I suck really bad at reselling.
I mean, there's definitely there's some suckage on our part.
We suck.
Absolutely.
So, and I won't even include you because it's I've been doing this a long time. I should know how to do it. But the point is that the only thing you can do here, the only thing is quit. Well, there's a couple things you could do. You could quit, walk away, go do something else, because this is failure numbers as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Or you can stop. You can, what the old timers. Well, I'm an old timer. You list things. You list every day. You list consistently. You find some high sell-through rate numbers, which we can easily do with Apple computer stuff because we have that. We don't even need to go find it necessarily. You just do the best practices as prescribed on the tablets that Moses handed down from the heavens to Tech and Sports for him to deliver unto us eBayers. That's what you do. You go back to the tried and true, and that's what we have to do.
Speaking of Tech and Sports, I just saw Business Insider did an article on him.
Really? Like Business Insider?
Business Insider.
Like not even eBay Business Insider?
No, actual Business Insider. Talking about a single dad 15 years ago lost his job and started selling on eBay and plans on retiring by 40, which is like in this year or next year or something.
He's only 40?
Yeah.
His beard is very pointy for a 40-year-old. And it has some gray in it too, because he's done it all.
He's been through a lot.
Well, good for him.
Yes.
Good for him.
Seriously. Very good for him.
There's only a few people I know that probably worked as hard as Tech, and Tech is one of them. James is another one right here. Here's James. What's he saying? Seems like the issues yesterday has caused today to be bottom out for me as the moment. 64 items sold on Monday, 54 sold yesterday, only 13 so far today. Well, if we showed you,
the app just updated for me today. So there's something there. And then the app a couple of days ago had me log in, which it only does that when there's an update. However, a couple of days ago, it was not an update on the app, but then Primo was telling me that Josh has reminded us all that it can be eBay itself doing our server updates, which I'm thinking that's maybe why I had to log in a couple of days ago on the app. Blah, 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 blah.
So if you look here.
Sorry if I put you to sleep.
No, you didn't. No, I'm wide awake. Look at me. Yay. Let's go party.
I want to read some comments.
But wait, I have to show this
so
stuff. This
many.
is very important.
You
numbers.
are dropping a nuclear reset bomb on things right now with our sales.
I wanted to show the sales here that read a little higher. This actually makes me feel better to note the $60 difference between 1900 and 2000. This is a better. I'm going to show this one. But I just wanted to show this because when you're looking at, we were talking about this earlier, trying to figure out what do we do weird this month. Everything was on sale through March and April. And then the beginning of, this is the beginning of May. So on May 1st, we have, I don't know if you can see these tiny numbers here. This says $200. This is supposed to be 500, 400 down here, then 6. I can't even remember, but it's just so bad.
I think it's it increases every 250 or every 500.
I can't remember, but it's supposed to be a different number than that. But anyway, you're seeing the peaks before the beginning of May. We were only just bouncing off of 200 with like these really crappy days. And we had gone 2 months without a 0 day. We had 1 0 day, 1 0 day here. Only 2 in the past 90 days. That's never happened before. consistency of sales up, amount of sales down, and of course our APR, our average sale price, ASP, is down. But that's by design. And then here you can see this stupid line that just mocks our sales and shows what the sales were in the previous time period, which is just gone. They're just not there. They're obliterated for no particular reason. And then you can see here the beginning of May was just real slow right here. This part right here was everyone was complaining about very slow sales. So I think that a lot of people probably experienced slower than normal usual sales in the beginning of May. On May 17th is the day we killed all the sales. We in turn lowered the prices by 30% across the board on our entire store. Lowered the prices, killed the sale, and anytime an offer comes up, I'm giving another 20% off. So off of our highest marked prices, you're about 50% off if you're buying something. And on May 17th, while you didn't see a lot of difference, you did see a significant, like going from here, just like 1 or 2 sales a day, to actually seeing some sales with some mixed in one too. So I don't know what happened there, just a change, took off the sale, whatever. We're not doing enough.
So are the price... I'm sorry, go on.
No, that's it.
So are the prices on our items right now, are they still at that lower original sell price? Or
I haven't changed those at all.
So they're still... So
selling costs are probably... Yeah, I can't even...
So that helped us... Reducing the sell price of everything helped us a little bit, which I think...
Turning off the sale, and lowering the price.
I do think, buyers aren't stupid. They know that sellers might jack up their prices to not lose so much when they offer a sale or a coupon.
Oh, yeah, and Biff did say... Remember how Jamie said Q2 was going to suck? And, oh, really? Because you had your little magic wand stuck in the gears of the eBay machine. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm not mad. I don't blame eBay for this. I really don't blame eBay for this. Their tinkering is part of eBay. Now, we all know that it's been a year. I don't blame eBay for this. I do blame myself for not working fast enough, smart enough, really trying to force the idea that we are a boutique only, that we will only sell stuff that we like. We can do that and still go out and buy new things and jazz our store up, I should say.
Yeah, I really blame us.
I don't blame eBay.
I know eBay has something a part of it, but I feel we are definitely like 75, 80, 85% to blame. I want to put the blame on us.
I think 50.
Oh, you think 50?
50 sounds fine. I'm comfortable with 50.
I want to put the blame on us. But
well, at least that gives us some, a measure of
because it makes me
control.
feel like we can fix it.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. But it's going to be
Hey-Fro's
real disappointing.
Look at me!
It's going to be really disappointing when we correct ourselves, and then if things don't improve, it's gonna be really upsetting if we don't see improvement.
We're gonna go live in tents in our backyard. I don't know how that would help us. But I just feel like we're just gonna have to do that.
Go big.
Can
we read some? Oh, hey, Froz!
Hey, Froz is here.
Jeff,
Aloha.
Sorry, everyone. Okay. I'm here. Yay!
This is the best Hey Froz sales. You want to laugh or feel good?
That does actually. That makes me feel good hearing that laugh. I wonder how Maria's job is going.
Anybody want to admit that they have worse sales than us? Please raise your hand.
Paul Rose did.
Well, Paul
our
Rose.
buddy Paul.
Paul, we're brothers and sisters. We're relationships. What do we call it? We're brothers in arms, but I mean, we're like, she's a lady. She can still be a brother.
Yeah, sure.
In arms.
We love the laugh too, Jeff.
Silver Hair says, Lag lives in tents in my backyard when he's not in his basement.
Oh, so Jeff is saying, so it's not just me getting killed. Huh.
Jeff, though, did you? I don't know if did you actually see? This is our sales from May. So these.
Yeah. I'm
putting these back on the, and if you can see the year over year for May is down 68%.
It's really.
I mean, it's kind of.
I mean, anyone would look at that and go, "How can you survive?"
Says, "Damn, he thought he was an awful reseller." Nope, we take the cake. You're welcome.
But then he says, "Hi, Paul."
We make everybody look good. That's what we do over here.
If you want to feel good about eBay, look at our sales.
Once in a blue moon, aloha.
Can we see some of this stuff up above?
Here you go. Where would you like this to be?
Oh boy.
Or do you want all the words?
Oh. What are you doing? Now I'm going to be like,
these are the fresh words right here, and then these are the not fresh words.
But that needs to go up a little then.
Where would you like it? You tell me.
Can you stop?
I'll put it anywhere you want.
No.
Oh, what did Amy say? Message retracted.
That's what you noticed?
Yes, I do notice that. Jump right in on here. Well, we said Biff Boffo had that Jamie knew Q4 would be bad, and I remember him saying that during his blah blah. And you know why? Well, yeah, Q2 started in April, but we were good in April. We actually jumped March and April, so we jumped over a quarter, and we were in good position. And now everything just kind of crapped out. So, and I see everybody's saying it's glitchy, but I don't see anybody telling us it's okay.
Oh, Dentacor Depot is asking business what now?
Silver hair has actually dropped 25%.
If you're asking about the article on Tech and Sports, it was Business Insider. If that's what you're
It's not even
about.
eBay Business Insider or Reseller Business Insider. It's like Business Insider, which is pretty cool. And then it makes me really, really, really think about the fact that clothing. I mean, I heard. Was it Josh saying that somebody in his chat had said that it sounds like you're coming down on clothing sellers, kind of, and he wasn't at all, and we're not either. But we do not associate with clothing resellers. We just don't talk to them at all. No, I'm kidding. We don't. We don't understand clothing selling as, it's, to me, it seems like that is a whole field. That is one. And when people say the word reselling, sometimes people just think of clothing. That's all they think of. They don't think of resellers as collectible sellers or even anything sellers. They think of them as clothing resellers, and because that's the hotness right now, the fresh hotness.
Right, but like but as it's already known, that is such a saturated category. What are you doing?
I'm trying to turn into a zombie and just ride out the rest of my life like this.
Stop. I can't read those like that.
It's just too much. It's just too awesome. Why can't you make the
and then
words
scoot it
bigger?
Over.
This way?
Yeah, so we can see both at the same time.
Whatever you need, sweetheart. Whatever you need.
And Patricia says that Jamie is the tinkering.
Yeah. And they are doing everything they do is for the investors. It's for the numbers. Whatever meets the numbers expectations, not ours. I mean, that's okay though. Still, that's okay. I feel like I want to say something new, and I don't have anything new to say.
I'm sorry.
I know.
And you already said Silver Hair said that his sales have slumped 25% this May. Yucky poo-poo platter. Husty's Emporium, same as mine, consistently low sales.
Yeah. It's a suck fest. Patricia saying did her first complete nuclear reset last evening. Hasn't been 24 hours yet, and the page views are up 600% and have more open offers to watchers and did some sales. So Patricia, that's awesome. So you haven't done a nuclear reset ever until like a full nuke, like your whole store?
Wow.
Probably just partials.
She said, I've been resetting about 10% of my inventory daily for months, then stopped a week. Then did the full reset last evening after leaving my broken Jeep at the garage. Sniffles.
Well, I mean, the nuclear reset still works for us. If we noticed, if you don't do it, you will notice a huge drop by like a 400% drop in impressions and page views. So it still works. Now, is it driving sales? That seems to be a secondary issue. Visibility is not the issue. Is it economy? Is it the blah, blah, blah? Is it the who knows what? I don't know.
WTF is saying Business Insider. Isn't that the one with stories like Laura F. selling books on Amazon, making $250 a year while traveling the world and similar nonsense? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it came across in my, I don't know if it was Google News, Apple News or something. And there's
a guy on the inside of the business. There's a guy on the outside of the business.
I was like, hey, he looks
talking
familiar.
To each other. The business outsauger. Mm-hmm. Outsauger? Okay, so I'm gonna explain this. So there's the business insider and the business outsider, and then I saw Patricia's comment come up, and it said gross massagers meme. So I said outsauger. That's what happened. That's what happened.
And did we say hi to Jen?
Jen, aloha.
She's stopping by just to say aloha, and she's busy with reseller stuff.
Biff says collectible sellers relate to collectible sellers. Yes, the idea for us to pivot does not compute. We don't want to sell on eBay for the sake of selling on eBay. We want to sell things we like. Biff, that's it. That's it. Now, do we cut off our nose to spite our own face? I don't know. But the whole point of selling things is to sell. Essentially, when I go buy things, I buy things I like that I want to own and keep and throw in my giant pile of crap. And the only reason I sell it is to pay the mortgage for the roof over the crap. So everything I buy, I like, and everything I sell, I wish I didn't have to sell because I like it so much. And so forth.
And Jack was saying, Primo, I'm selling hats, mugs, and various kitchen items. Posh isn't just clothing.
It's right, but it is in general. It's smalls, right? So it's soft goods or smaller.
Oh, like you're not going to be selling vintage computers.
I don't think so, or lamps, and even
lawnmowers.
And when I went to go check out Mercari, also not the place to sell computers or anything. And I really want to use. I'm still trying to figure out how to utilize TreeCat to its greatest potential for us. But right now I'm thinking that it needs to be like if we have a clothing store, if we have a certain store, you have to have and tell me if I'm wrong because I often am, obviously. If you use TreeCat, you want to have a store that you want to share almost all those items with somewhere else. So in other words, we have a 1,600 item store, and in order to share only 800 of those items is not as easy. So it might be better to have a store that you want to have a new store that you want to utilize.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're talking about our second store, using the second store to.
Correct. It's all very confusing because every time we try to make a move, something is saying, "Oh no, that's the hurdle. That's the thing that you were trying."
We just need to do it. Everyone, look at all our friends here that do cross listing and stuff. I know
they all do it right.
They're making it work.
Yeah, come take over this channel. We got nothing. Guru alert. I'm a guru at some things.
Goo.
It's not necessarily
goo alert.
Nothing anybody wants to learn.
So Silverhair was saying, even with the May slump, I made 2 times more than when I worked 20 hours a week at Home Depot. So it's still a success in my book. Absolutely.
Oh, if you want to use actual
worked with
theory
Todd.
And like reality, yes, we're still doing great for working on our own, and $2,000 is not survivable. You cannot work. We can't live on that. But to say that we are having a pretty good life, yeah, we are. I'm not complaining about that.
Biff, and we don't have children.
We don't have children. We don't have. What was the other thing? That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
What was the other thing today? I'm like, I think we would
be, I mean, we're stressed, but we would be way more stressed if we had kids and we had sales like this. We don't have any
bill, like we don't have car payments or credit cards. So anyway, I'm just in case you guys are feeling extra bad.
But Biff is saying, and we're gonna get through this. We're gonna bust our ass butts.
But we're gonna share it too. We're gonna share the busting of our ass so you can see.
Oh, shoot.
So I can see
Biff's
that we can actually
comments
do it.
disappearing. Okay, if I had to pivot to liquidation, I'd rather go back to the kitchen. To be honest, reselling isn't important to me if I can't deal in antique and vintage collectibles.
Need to be. I need to. Sort of swim, like absorb all the awesome stuff.
Biff reveals, breaking news.
Yeah, we have a couple of clues that we're not going to share.
No, never.
I think we're right, actually. John says, found out the hard way that you cannot sell roller skates on Poshmark. Really, it was taken down, and when I reached out to dispute, I was told no sporting goods. And roller skates are considered just that, FYI.
Why no?
And another reason why.
Flipping ain't easy.
And I want you all to have a great day. Oops.
I think John, on one of your recent shows, was it you that said you really, when you're doing other platforms, you really need to read their rules. And who? No, it wasn't John?
No, I'm not reading.
Oh. If it wasn't you, John, I'm sorry. But I think it was you that said, when you're cross-listing, make sure you read what the rules are on every platform because they all have different rules.
No, I'm going to assume
who would think
all platforms have the same
skates,
rules.
I guess, what are they considered dangerous? What's wrong with sporting goods? That's odd.
Well, they don't like sporting goods. Probably because you can get damaged. You can, some liability.
Like jarts.
No jarts anywhere. But those are illegal across the board.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's so many things to learn. Callie Debs was saying you can sell electronics on Posh, but preferably stay under 5 pounds.
Biff, I wouldn't, I'm sorry. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I would never pivot to liquidation because that's not me. That's not me. I wouldn't pivot to clothing. Not me. I would pivot to, I would more aggressively purchasing the things I'm good at. How about that? Thank you. So go out and find Apple vintage computer stuff. That's like one of my expert niches.
If you're out in California, you're a little fortunate.
I know. But there's so many more people out there. See, I'm in Vermont.
True.
So when all the colleges got rid of all their Apple computers, I was sitting here going, there was nowhere for them to give them. They're like, where are we going to do? Give them to a tree? No, they give them to Jimmy. Big Jimmy. Downtown Burlington. That's where I was at the time. But what we need to do is get out there and actually get our head back in the game. That's what we're going to do. I mean, that's what we need to do. That's what we're going to do. Instead of just sitting here at home trying to figure out, here's a trick we can do, try to get the eBay game back on track to where it resembles something that it did a year ago. We all know that those days are gone. Those days are gone.
Yeah, we've been just really holding off until the last minute to second.
Trying to decide what kind of crappy dessert to have.
Yes.
Because when we get depressed, it's just like...
So Jeff joined Posh.
How's that happen, though? How's that happen?
What?
We eat the same desserts. Why am I me and you're you?
Huh.
We need a Freaky Friday around here. Come on. Wait, what happened? Jeff did what?
Jeff joined Posh.
Nice.
He said, why not? And then Patricia
we're joined everywhere. But.
Patricia was saying, Jeff, the sharing of my Posh closet all the time has become automatic whenever I have a down moment. See, there's all these little things that we have to learn, but we will learn. And Jack is saying Primo. So I have 100,000 records. eBay isn't showing. Are you going to move the finger?
Just guess what the words are under it.
eBay isn't showing those items, so I'm cross-listing to Discogs. Okay, but I had to move into new material to grow. I'm cherry-picking. I bought 85 mugs yesterday.
Yesterday. What do you...
Yesterday. I misspoke.
Good for you, Jack.
Yesterday. Not yesterday.
Yeah, Jack, that's our future is about hustle. Man, I just didn't want to do that. I did not want to hustle and grow. I wanted to relax and rest. I wanted to plateau. I wanted to relax and plateau. That's what I wanted. Yeah, Hustle and Grow is great. Go check them out.
Axe Monkey.
I don't know. Axe Monkey. Thank you. Axe Monkey had decency to purchase something from us a few weeks ago, and we still are operating on that single purchase.
And Axe Monkey is saying I use Vendu to cross-list. Thanks, James.
Vendu's cool.
I cross-list clothes to Posh and small stuff to Macari. Right now, Macari and Posh are selling on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't do the clothing is we just can't uproot and anyway, that's our problem. But could we do clothing? Yes. Are we going to do clothing? No. We're still going to
I'm not saying no.
Well, not no, but like as a routine thing, you're going to go to the bins or our version of them every single day and find stuff. I mean, that could take a year to get any sort of chops on that.
Yeah, we would. We would have to
time.
Learn. But I would probably want a third eBay store then.
Right, exactly. That's exactly the point. Clothing has to go in one. Lower value items go in another. Anything items.
Yeah.
Higher value collectible items go in the third store. Maybe we need a third store. I don't see how that's totally going to help us, but I mean, I know why it would help us, but I don't know. I don't have faith that that's going to help us. So
Lag and Todd worked at Home Depot in the garden department.
I like the garden department because you're outside and you don't have to be inside the store. As long as if you're in Texas, then that's good. Up here, you don't want to be in the garden department in Vermont because it snows half the year. And then you got to be out in the cold selling snowblowers and stuff. See? Yeah, you gotta
That's
count,
garden department?
Gotta count your blessings. Well, they do the outside stuff, Right? Isn't that true? Ask your friend, Todd.
Right, I suppose that's true, right?
I think so.
Lawnmowers, snow, any.
What do the garden people do in the winter? So, at Home Depot. Let's see. I have to find Lag's little peekaboo eyeball. There, right there.
You make it easy to find where we are, Lag. We look for your little lordy emoji.
Shed Flips apparently messed up enough cross-listing that they lost top-rated status from cross-listing. That's how they lost it, was from cross-listing.
How does that happen? Uh-oh. Don't give us another reason not to cross-list.
I know. We don't check in with them all the time, but I did see one of their latest videos saying that they are going to try to get back to top rated. Now, I can say that we've never lost top rated, but I can also tell you that that's how much money we made last month. We're top rated. This month. Sorry, we're top rated sellers. We have basically no defects at all. We got 2 stores that are perfect. Sort of. We sell stuff people want. I think. I guess.
Well, you remember was it this morning? You were like, so take a look at our store. And you're like,
yes, I put
this is our thrilling meter, okay?
Okay,
like,
I'll go do that.
Yeah. And
so
this is her animation. This is a meter.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do let's see if this works.
Mike Grida says, I think eBay gives higher weight to sellers who are in higher tier sales rank. This includes good items, pictures, consistent activity, and of course promoting. Most eBay listings look weak/similar. I mean, we definitely have good pictures. Not everyone will think our items are good, and we don't even think every
And you can all go to
is
hell
good.
if you don't think they're good.
Consistent activity, and then of course promoting.
Okay,
so we aren't promoting.
How do I do this? Oh yeah, right.
We're always on eBay doing something, but not always listing new items.
I mean, is it just the end of antique stores? I mean,
it could be. I mean,
is this the end of antique stores? Because we sell I consider a sort of antique store.
It could be. I mean, I don't know.
I keep having that sensation, considering on the route in the last 20 years that used to have 30 antique stores has 2. So antiques in general, I guess, are probably fading. But we're selling pop culture antiques. I don't think those are those are out. But okay, so here's what I wanted. I think this is what I wanted to show. Oh no, you want to show what's sold? Search. It should only be 220.
And Jack is saying.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, Jack is saying, Primo, I'm mainly a record and bookseller, but I'm a reseller. I have experience with clothing to a degree from my brick and mortar in the day. It's no big deal.
I mean, a little we do. We know how to take holy grails in any category and sell them. In fact, I'm familiar with lots of nice stuff to sell in all categories. But it's to do like Kevin, a stoic reseller. He goes in there and buys sports clothing brands, and he buys them for $8, and he sells them for $30 to $40, and he can do it all day long, and it's in his head like everything else in the world.
Right, he doesn't have to sit there looking it up on a phone. He just knows.
I can't do that.
Experience. But I think the experience we've had with clothing so far is one. It's vintage clothing.
It has to be vintage. It's the only way I would do it.
But
I'm not selling Lululemon.
But we've had the returns. I just feel like clothing.
I want to wear Lululemon.
Clothing just comes with a high return rate.
It's just not our. It's not our jam. It's not our jam. We don't sell super cheap stuff because the people who buy super cheap stuff return it and give negative feedback. We have those thought processes.
Even with, listing the measurements, typing in the measurements, taking photos of the measurements, and still
I don't like people
returns.
who buy clothing. I don't like people who wear clothing. I just don't like them.
But if you're selling a lot, then returns aren't going to be a huge issue if you're constantly selling and you're making a ton of money.
I will not sell to people who wear clothing. So
only nude people.
That's right. So this is what we did because I'm like, what? And then the question was, or the question we posed to ourselves was, where's the excitement level on our store? Okay, so I'll go back here. We don't have to look at this embarrassment anymore. So here's our current listings right now on the eBay. Okay, so when you look at these items right here, this is a thing that split the film. Did you just sigh?
Yeah, looking at our items.
I'm cheering your heavy sigh. So this is like a thing that splits a film into 3Ds. It's a very rare thing. Not everybody wants that. Some old Revo sunglasses. Those are kind of hot. So here's my thrill meter. And it goes all the way up to here, right? So I'm looking at my store going, okay, a 3D thing, Revo sunglasses, JVC cassette player, the Good Shepherd script, some other sunglasses. Excuse me.
Nothing's pinning
Nothing is really listing
the
meter. But then if you go to here, this is stuff that we've sold in the past 90 days. And this stuff is all it's pretty
Apple Computer.
It's really pinned. We didn't sell any of this stuff in May. That's the only problem. We didn't sell this stuff in May. We didn't sell anything good in May. We didn't do our job by putting in high sell-through rate, high ASP items. These are obviously
if you're a vintage computer person, this stuff would be pinning the meter.
Pinning the meter. All this stuff.
Even the Danish chair.
Everybody. All this crap is penny. It's very pin. This Apple Macintosh PowerBook 190 CS. Do you know what this is? This is an old laptop from 1995. But this is what people want. It's so collectible. The batteries exploded in these. They like none of them survived. So having a working Apple Macintosh PowerBook 190 color screen, pretty much the boss of all the computer category. When we sold that. And you can
I'm just looking at that book that sold for $114.
It's Susan Sontag, Against Interpretation. It's a book. We don't know what that has words in it. We don't know how to read, but we know how to sell stuff.
Look at how most of this stuff is electronics.
Like
computers or.
But guess what? None of the stuff is in our store right now. because it all sold.
Right.
Now, here's
so
something we know nothing about, but yet
the cream of the crop has already sold.
The cream of the crop has sold. So, and do we have other cream of the crop in our store still? Yes. But it's also stuff that's been through the ringer many, many times, many nuclear resets, many first day stuff's a little sad. So that's how I know it's our fault.
I wanted to see what Big Dre was saying. Can you please go back up?
Good luck. Okay. Very true, he said.
No. It was on this one.
You can never look at that again. That's over. Sweetheart, you're gonna have to get used to it. Aloha, back when I lived in the country, F-35s would fly back and forth only on cloudy nights between midnight and 3 a.m.
Ooh.
Oh, that must have been a good way to get sleep. These things are loud, and they literally rattle our windows from 20 miles away.
Linda Boca,
aloha.
Hi, aloha.
She signed a contract. I think she went to.
She got one of those. She did the 15% off
Yeah.
coupon. Oh,
Yeah,
and they made me sign a contract, which that is what this article says. Is that usually people have to sign a contract, but my store is not even showing in the fingers in the way.
And just guess.
In the web pager, I don't know. Is that what it says?
In the
sale
page.
pager.
Yeah.
Page. Okay.
And it is one of those top. I knew it right away when she was reading me the article. I'm like, is this the thing at the top of eBay? Those, there's like 5 or 6 banners at the top, and how they never have used items there, so I'll never be in there.
Oh wait, you went really far back.
Yeah, I do a lot of things, sweetheart. You know me. You know how I roll. Let's see.
Ryan says a regional airport is literally in my backyard. Surprisingly, not at all that loud because it's not super busy.
And then 6x6 is saying regarding the theory that perhaps eBay is holding on to the money. That's how savings and loans worked. Except for the savings and loans invested the money in crappy junk bonds and then lost it all. And then people lost all their money. Ha, that's hilarious.
Biff was saying that I can't sell any Griswold cast iron pans. I hoard them all. But mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Okay, so now we're just down to where Flippin came in and gave us his disgusting number of over. So I would say, have we? I don't think we've ever really had those kind of high numbers. Generally speaking, the highest numbers we'd ever have is if you looked at our 90-day total on the phone, it would be like 24 to 28,000. That's sort of like that's us just loving life, shipping, selling, listing, not really having a hard time of it. And now we're, definitely fully consumed by the operation, working harder for sure with less results and not really enjoying it because I can't go.
But
I can't
there's
go to Costco,
room for us
Biff.
to work a lot harder.
I can't go to
and
Costco,
like I said,
Biff.
Once we reach that point where we're working a lot harder, and if we don't see a difference with our eBay results, that's when it will be truly depressing. It's depressing right now, but I know
there's more depression that could be had.
There's a lot of room for us to improve our process.
There's a lot more room for depression. More insane depression
Yes.
about the... so lame.
And Dragoo Arts, this is a while ago because we're now all over the place with comments, was saying, I really dislike the offer thing on eBay. It's taught the buyers that they never have to pay what the seller wants and has made the seller survive on less than decent offers out of desperation. And you know what? I have to admit, because you want to go big? We are avid purchasers, buyers on eBay too.
Yeah, we do. That's
pretty much when we want something, eBay is where we go because we sort of live a vintage lifestyle. But I do actually, I will just I'll like things in hopes that me liking something will then I'll get the offer from a seller.
Oh, yeah.
eBay will
Yeah,
make
for sure.
the seller send me
That's
an offer.
legit, though. That's a legitimate way to fish for an offer. I mean, as opposed to
It
sending
is.
out
Because
I don't even know exactly how they work.
Have you guys noticed that even if you
As a buyer.
even if you are selling items where you do not accept offers, just a flat price, eBay will still have you send offers to potential buyers, even if you don't accept offers on the items. Because back on our second
Yes,
store,
that's true.
some of our really, like when we were selling sewing patterns, we were like, oh, let's not do offers on these because they're already like only $5. But eBay would still make us send offers to people. And we're like, how low are we going to go on this?
They don't make you. I mean, they just leave it in your tasks bar.
But as we all know,
and we like to take care of everything in our taskbar.
Well, right. And they say that, or, whoever they is, that eBay sort of looks at how responsive you are to that.
John's not having a hard time with his $13,000 a month. I wouldn't either, John.
Yeah.
Those are great numbers. And you're doing the right thing and you're by yourself. And he says that his trouble is keeping enough items in the store so that he can reach his goals. So now he's got to find more items and put them, he has to boost his numbers just to get there. And to grow his income, he's going to have to sell more items.
Yeah.
Now, when I still ponder this, and I try to get my lovely over here because it's a hard concept to.
You don't need to preface it by saying you're lovely.
I do. I also, and then I like to say,
you're trying to butter me up for something.
I just like to talk about how eBay is not going to limit you if you're selling gold bars for $10. And so what we want to do is take it away from that example because somebody said, maybe selling gold bars is illegal or something. Who knows? But let's say you're selling, I'm sorry, I have to cough. You're selling $40 sweatshirts. And everybody wants this sweatshirt. It's the hottest sweatshirt. And you're selling it, and they sell for $40 all the time. I'm coming up with another bad example, but still, follow me. It's $40. You're selling it for $30. You're counting everybody out. You got 1,000 of them. You got the receipt. It says that you're legitimate. The company says, yeah, this is one of our authorized dealers, everything. Is eBay going to, because yes, maybe they're going to limit you by the number of items you can list per month because sometimes you still have that on your account, and the dollar amount you can sell. But if in one day you're offering all these, they're within your limits, you have the receipts, could you sell out of your entire store if it's within all of the eBay's rankings and everybody wants them? Would eBay allow you to sell out?
Would they direct
1,000
traffic
of these?
to you?
Yes, 1,000 of these so that you have to ship 1,000 of them tomorrow.
So say no one else was selling that item on eBay.
Yeah.
You were the only one and you had so many of them. Is eBay going to not show your items because they're like, no, this seller is not going to be able to handle this?
He can't handle it.
Who knows?
And then what is, I can handle more sales. Like every single day for the past years, I can handle more sales. It sounds like John is having a problem handling his sales. He has it sounds like he needs more sales.
Right.
Stuff to sell.
He's able to handle more. He can't.
I just don't believe. I have a hard time
replenished.
believing eBay will limit you in the situation, in the very specific situation of you having the coolest thing ever. There's nothing wrong with you selling it, and you got a bunch of them, and there's 1,000 people lined up to buy them. How can they stop you from selling them? And if they do, then that's illegal.
So Dendacor, you've mentioned this before. And you say, I forget who I talked to about hashtags in the item descriptions, but it looks like it's working for off-site traffic.
Okay.
Well, see, and then that...
You'd have to be crawled. You'd have to have your listing crawled, which some of them are. I don't know exactly how that happens now.
And the other thing is, with us doing nuclear resets...
Nuclear reset screws everything up because you can't...
For exposure on Google.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And... what nuclear resets and then cross-listing too. I don't know how that will work, but that's why we'll probably just do our second store for now, right? For cross-listing, because we won't be doing nuclear resets on that.
Can you just read me a story? I'm gonna take a nap.
So there were 3 little pigs, and they were all really cute.
3 peas in a podcast, and there was Papa Bear and Bearded Bear and Joshy Bear.
So Lag is saying, oh right, okay. Well, so sorry everyone.
Amazon does limit on how much you can handle to ship. eBay probably does the same.
And I just wanted to also mention, I think Dendecor mentioned to Major Win something about having a session of a listing party, and Major Win said, yeah, we needed to do one of those. That would help us get motivated.
Yeah, let's do that.
I know. We need it.
I'm going to throw the party and then not do my listings. Because I'll be planning the party.
Lag is saying that his like list is always maxed out. There's a max on liked. Is there a max on liking things? And then Patricia, trading high sales velocity for the pressure of sourcing, flipping. Nobody really knows if selling caps are tied into the algo. We can only guess. Lag. Amazon does limits on. Did you read this already? You already read this? Mm-hmm. Sorry, everyone.
Biff says a rich person could list $100 bills for $90 and just see how many orders can possibly go up.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. Who's going to do that? Can somebody please do that?
He has mentioned that.
It's got to be. I need to find out the answer to that question just because of feelings. I just have feelings that I need to know. I need to know.
Paul Rose, did you ever share your eBay store? Not that you have to, but I'm just wondering because from some of those items that you say you have sold, it sounds like you have some pretty cool stuff. So anyhow, he's saying, I wish I struggled to keep on top of sales. I would love it. Please, eBay, punish me.
Mike Gertis, aloha. If people saw what I sold, they would laugh and say my items suck. I have flipped the switch in September and have been averaging $18K a month since.
Wow.
I work 8 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, though. Do most solo. That's a perfect amount of time. We work every single day. I mean, I'm guessing I sit at my desk about that same amount of time. Are we what's from Oblivion? What do they say? Are you a successful team or whatever? Successful? No, it's some sort of team.
So you flip the switch. That
means he started doing stuff.
Yeah, like you just started listing more.
Just started working hard. Flip the switch on to on.
Yeah. Okay.
To on.
Dendecor,
are you an effective team?
Dendecor is saying, Primo, I'll send you a screenshot of my last traffic.
On IG, okay.
So you'll have to look for that screenshot. And
yeah, John Mike's got it down. I mean,
yeah, John's saying, there you go, Mike. Love it.
And
yeah,
when he says his items suck, is it really? Your items suck? Are they new items? That's all I ever need to know on my Venn diagram of reselling, and I have not figured out. It really is more than 3 types of basic resellers: anything seller, collectible seller, and clothing seller. That's kind of. You can try to break it down further.
Ooh,
what just
we
happened?
have ghost in here.
That means the power just went out slightly.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's awful right now.
Because those are the 3 big ones because of how different the platform treats you and how much work you have to do.
Mr. Sadie, have we said aloha to you? Aloha if we haven't, but aloha again if we have.
Let's say it.
Mr. Sadie is saying any massive change in sales is a red flag for eBay, I'm guessing, because of theft, etc. Yeah, they do I think associate massive sales, especially in new product.
Large
with
sales, yeah. But I'm saying like if you were to like you're selling the coolest new Nikes, but you're an authorized reseller. In other words, can myself and 10 people ship out 1,000 shoes in one day? Yes. Can a company that just happens to have a name, Joe Bob Shoe Seller, sorry, Joe Bob, if that's not your actual name, But so if Joe Bob shoe seller, authorized shoe seller from Nike, but he's not like Dick's Sporting Goods. He's Joe Bob's shoe seller, but he makes $7 million selling on eBay every year. Are they going to throttle his ability to make as many sales as he can in one day, as opposed to some company that they just rate as being able to ship out 1,000 items a day? I'm not being clear on my words, but it's just not, we're never going to know.
Silver Hair Stacker.
Hey, did we tell you how much we made last month?
Silver Hair Stacker.
We made a frying pan. That's all we made.
Silver Hair Stacker was saying that.
But one time in history,
how does eBay
a
know
frying
if I
pan
can
was life and
handle
death.
if I can handle 1,000 orders or not? Do they have cameras in my eBay
That's
room?
right. That's what I'm
they
saying.
They might catch me in my undies.
That's what I'm saying. How do they know?
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur kitty. There's a story for you, Jovial. Listing parties for eBay masochists.
Wait, and then Lag says, yes, there's a max. I think it's 300. 300 what?
Things
Items?
to follow or like.
Oh, okay.
I've never liked that many. That's so funny. What the heck are you liking? That many? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Masochists or sadists. LOL.
When our sales fell to crap last July, when we came back from a short vacation at the end of June, which is then we turned off we didn't turn off our store. We turned off dynamic advertising and stuff, and our sales, everything died. But we were done hustling really hard and wanted to go on vacation. So the end of June last year, like in one day, I had to ship out 32 items. I've never had to ship out that many items again. And every one of those items was, on time. So Paul, that answer still doesn't.
Paul is saying to Todd, haha, I wouldn't put it past them. They don't seem to be concerned about a drop in sales though and drive more traffic. And Mike was saying, I used to do half the job, old vintage Nintendo stuff, mainly one category. Hey Froze is saying, I'm all of those. I guess the masochist and sadist.
Yeah, I mean, that's still what we're doing, video games and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it should still be a hot category. We'll see, Oh, pandemic did mess everything up pretty good.
And Paul is saying, a lot of the expensive stuff I sold to start with were my own collections. Okay, most still are. Used to collect movie props, etc. Have a batch of high value I've just prepped now, which we were talking about how, like last week, remember, Paul, we were talking about how it's like for some reason we always put off the higher value stuff and do like the lower value or smaller items.
John said that they did lose some momentum on that second store for over a week with only one sale. I wonder if that was at the beginning of May. Discovered almost all of my items were not promoted. I really feel like you have to play eBay's game with PL to get sales. Our second store has promoted listings, but it's not making up. But that's the one we're working on, actually trying to get it up to a certain condition where it can provide. And there's not enough items in there yet to do that. But we have noticed, along with them treating it a little more better, because it's a newer store, it has more traffic when you compare the sizes. So you're getting more, even though we have many less items, if you do the math, which you can't trust me to do math right, but if I did do math right, you would see that there's more traffic to the small store.
The ratio. And John is saying that if you have a huge jump in sales, eBay will flag you and have you provide invoices to them. This happened to me in 2019.
Yeah, I think that's and especially depends on the categories you're in, but I think you might get it faster if you're in sneakers or some, one of those categories where they're trying to combat smash and grabs and thefts and stuff.
Yeah.
But we...
Right, flipping ain't easy as smashing and grabbing.
Yeah, he is.
The toilet seats. I know you've talked about selling toilet seats. That's why
he's not like choosing the best items for his smash and grabs. But he's like, We could take toilet seats all day. I don't know.
But yeah, I see a lot of people on some of the eBay groups I'm in, say how eBay is asking them for invoices and stuff. I mean, I'm glad they're looking out, to a certain extent, but it would be great if they could look out for us in other ways too. Paul is saying, like he sells Alien Warrior head from the '86 Aliens film. That's neat.
Awesome.
Life-size killer clown, life-size Mikey from Monsters Incorporated. Trouble is less buyers for the high-value stuff, and you get lowball offers here too. And most of my stuff is music and movie related, but goes from cheap to expensive. Bulk on the cheaper, and lately still no go. Biff, I can get
I
up
think
to.
they're just people are keeping their. I mean, people are definitely keeping their wallets a little tighter. They're clutching their clutches a little more.
Well, I was even reading how Walmart, they had good earnings or whatever for the first quarter, but they were saying that a lot of the wealthier people have been shopping at Walmart for groceries because even though they're wealthy and they have more money, they don't want to pay more money for groceries. Like none of us want to. And so Walmart saw a growth in that, but they were also saying that that's not going to last long because eventually those shoppers, the wealthier ones, are going to want the customer service that usually comes along with paying more money.
Can you take this out to my car? Take my bags out to my car. Come on.
So they're saying like probably next year Walmart will see a drop.
Take my $5 bacon out to my car for me.
Anyhow, I don't
Where's
know.
my
I'm
bourbon?
boring myself.
Yeah, you bored me too. I have the oldest, cheapest promoted items right now, but the purple line is 3 times higher than the blue line. Exactly. It just doesn't seem to make sense on that. Look, we're not complaining that we made $2,000 on eBay last month, but Major Win is asking for our store name, and I think it's important for all of you to know it in case you don't want us to be kicked out on the street. And that is Old School Artifacts on eBay, and also Junk Drawer Empire on eBay.
The Old School Artifacts has an asterisk on the end, though, right? How do you look?
Well, I think if you just go straight to, like, if you go to Google and you go eBay, Old School, I think it takes you right there.
And then,
because we spell our name like 3 different ways.
I know. We can't even figure it out.
Yeah. You just type in eBay and Old School Artifacts. It'll take you right there.
Biff did you already read this? Biff said, I can get up to 100 items in my to-do. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't read that one. I didn't. But he maintains perfect metrics.
I know.
He's perfect metricer.
I'm also amazed with James, how he can sell so much and he just bloop, bloop, bloop. Mr. Sadie, I agree. If you're selling within your eBay approved limits, they should. You do that on purpose, don't you? You put the finger right on the thing I read.
No, I think you are attracted to the finger. Yes.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
You're a finger lover.
No, move it.
Big pink finger.
They should.
I couldn't see the mouse pointer on my desk, so on my desktop. So it's literally like almost an inch big. The hand, the pointer finger hand.
And it covers up like 2 words at the same time.
Covers up a lot of real estate.
I agree. If you're selling within your eBay approved limits, they should not care as long as it's true as your metrics stay above standard.
Top rated seller over here. Means nothing.
Mike Gerdes says, well, John, I won't have an issue because most of my inventory was bought on eBay. Oh, there you go.
Blop, blop, blop is the sound I make when shipping. When
plop,
shipping?
Plop, fizz, blop, blop. It's not.
Is that what the sound he makes when he's shipping or when he's shipping? That's right.
Replace the P's with T's.
Yes.
Where'd you go? What?
You can stay there. I'm gonna go check this out over here. I'm going back to 145 here.
No, you messed up what I would. Oh, okay.
No, it's all
well, John. Oh, yep. Biff, I have my oldest and cheapest items promoted right now. Oh, okay. But the purple line. Oh, you already read that. But the purple line is 3 times higher than the blue line, so I don't see the point.
Yeah. I do think we need to find that rich guy with the $100 bills we sell for $90. I think that just, somebody's got to want to know it. Elon, come on. So somebody who's 6 degrees to Elon, he wants to go put a new eBay on X or whatever. He wants to turn X into eBay. And I think that's a great idea. But I think
like a Facebook marketplace on X type thing.
And I think he should go prove that eBay sucks by doing that exact thing. And then letting some of us go on there and just blow the place apart by selling stuff and not shipping on time. I mean, eBay has so much experience that they know what they're doing. So I get why they limit us, but I still want them to let us ship more. I have nothing else to say. I'm going to sleep again.
WTF said yesterday a guy wrote me €125 too expensive for the listed low grade pulp magazine.
Yeah, you can finish that. Go ahead.
Resellers picture. He paid €90. I tell him it's worth 300. Resellers are so greedy. What an idiot.
Paul Rose says, WTF, I'm getting tired of lowball ping pong back and forth lately. Had one start at half price yesterday. My last counter was a couple of pounds above his last offer and declined. Tiresome. I gotta say that at least with the offers, we're not getting any annoying offers. Generally speaking, people are being respectful and going from $25 down to $20. And that's my secret plan to make $20 on every single item. We're not noticing. Well, okay, so somebody came in on an $80 item with a $45 offer, and I said $60, and they accepted it. So also getting like a fairly reasonable experience with the low ballers. Like I can be a low baller, so I don't have disdain for it. Let's just put it that way. I just go back every single one. I don't get mad, and I hit them back with a reasonable thing. I guess it's a little emotional reaction when somebody sends me on an $80 item. They send me a $1 thing, which has happened. So I send them back a, proportionate response $79 offer. So you see, we make it work.
And we don't block people for lowball offers.
Not for lowballs.
Like, whatever.
For almost anything else, though. If you ask me something stupid, if you are telling me I shouldn't do something, if you're giving me that's just an immediate block.
Den Decor says, top rated plus I fart in your general direction.
We're top rated plus.
Oh, and then I think it was Axe. It's going faster right now. Axe Monkey was saying something about Bonanza.
Your mother was a hamster.
Saying that the website seems pretty slick once you figure it out.
Which one?
And looking forward to.
Which website?
Bonanza.
Oh. That's the only time
What
anyone's ever said that. No one's ever said it looks slick and it's great. No, that's never been said. I'm shocked.
Can you scroll up?
And we can't log into it. We tried to log in with our eBay password and it's never worked and they won't respond. You know who did respond? Whatnot. After John Flippin' Ain't Easy went on Whatnot, I guess we signed up 2 years ago and we're supposed to get $200 or something and never did that part. I just didn't think about it. I don't know what happened.
So poo-poo platter on us.
But they did. They sorted us all up and we're Primo, Kimo, and Whatnot. And going to try to do something on Whatnot with video games because we have a lot of them and we can sell them.
James is saying just have 1,000 people just go to my store and buy a hat and see if eBay cuts me off.
Well, that would work too, James. Can we convince everybody to go to James's store and buy one hat?
Mr. Sadie, I'm not a clothing seller, but I would sell my clothes right now for the right price. However, the drive home might be awkward. Oh, Patricia is asking if Motorcycle Dork is here. And
is he still here?
Maybe he's listening. He was here, Patricia. I'm not sure if he still is.
Silver Hair got a $200 offer on a $400 item countered at $380. Probably won't make the sale. And and this is after I went back through all the prices, lowering them the sale price, whatever. But and we only raised the prices on the sale. So I took 30% off of the items that were on sale. that I had only marked up 10%. So, but when I go back and I'm looking at, if anybody's sending me an offer now, I'm checking out the most recent sale prices and like not even going on to the research, just using the eBay search and seeing what the last few months have been selling for. And inevitably, it's the price that the person is offering me. So the person is doing their research, giving me a going reality-based price, current reality-based price, and it's always about 25% less than my price.
Wait, did you already say it's because when you came up with their price, it was because you usually
Prices
price
were different.
right around what
things
are selling for. You might go a little high, knowing that you're going to negotiate.
Yeah.
My old trick you're was saying right. So now we have all of our things priced,
and I've chopped off a big chunk of the price, and still these prices are high for eBay's current environment. So when people are sending me the offers, I'm checking to see if they're good offers. If the offer is the highest one in the past 90 days on eBay or just really close, I take it. Even if it's like I have an $80 item and the offer's for $20, I'll take it if the current eBay situation requires that. And still our sales suck. I mean, part of our sales sucking is because I'm taking lower offers.
Do you see Jovial's question?
No. Do I think eBay store name and URL not matching makes a difference in sales? I hope not, because ours don't match.
Right, that's why.
And I think nobody's matches anymore because of the changes, because they locked you into your URL. And I think it all depends on how you're shuffling people to your site. Our URL on eBay is Old School Artifacts with a Z, because I couldn't get my Old School Artifacts store. I really don't know why they couldn't do it, but I had to put a Z at the end. And then our actual store name on eBay is Old School Artifacts with an asterisk at the end. But search it on Google, Old School Artifacts. So I don't think it makes a difference, but what do I know? Honestly, I don't know anything.
Major Win is saying, we think you probably just got a sale.
We just got a sale? Hold on, let me see.
And Patricia's saying, Jovial, I'm still not convinced having a store makes a difference beyond the free listings.
And that's mostly why you get it, is for the free listings. I don't know if a store does. Plus, you can do awaiting shipment. There's something awaiting shipment. Oh, come on. He bought Snaggletooth. Somebody bought Snaggletooth. We know who that is. Shh, secret.
Can you let out Snaggletooth?
That is so cute. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate that. That is our first sale for the day. And that will keep us clean from a 0 sales day. But quite frankly, it could give a shite about, like, I'm okay with what used to be 3 no sales days a week. But the days we got sales on Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing, they'd be, they would carry the whole week. It's just not happening. But Snaggletooth's got a new home.
Yay! Snaggletooth is pretty darn cute.
He is cute. Now, for those of you who should, I can go small. So Snaggletooth is on the wait, I can't get rid of that.
Oh.
Sorry. I had nothing.
Oh, there was nothing, right? Yeah. We won't show anything else.
So Snaggletooth is, you could order, that's the main Snaggletooth, but then there is a blue one who's tall Snaggletooth, and he only came in a certain play set, and he's one of the rare. Oh. So Jawa with a vinyl cape, blue Snaggletooth. What else is hot in the Star Wars? Like rarer, because it either came in a play set or it was from the initial 10.
Thank you so much, Major. And
that made our day, because you know what
wait,
I'm just exhausted from caring so much about our life.
Oh, wait, what?
I want to read Biff Boffos.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to also, Lag was saying I don't do best offers.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've read how some people say, "Oh, I don't even bother looking at listings if they don't allow offers."
When you say best offers, that right? So it's not even turned on as a best offer. Now, lag. Here's the thing: what's wrong with that? If your price is right, right? Am I right? So if your price is right and accurate, and it's somewhere around 100%, like in the eBay last 90 days. If you're targeting the top sell through price and you have a high quality item, and maybe you come down a little bit, because that's what I used to do. The way we experienced sales on eBay for years and decades, when you weren't paying attention mostly, was that I would price our items at what the price the item was worth, and I would sell it for 80% of the price it was worth, which was plenty of room, and we would sell things all the time, just turnover all the time. But I happened to be selling Herman Miller furniture, Apple computers, awesome stuff. So I kind of changed my attitude when I realized that I was selling high sell-through rate items for less than I should. And so then 10 years ago, though, we changed our theory on that. And it worked up until last year. What else do we have to say for ourselves?
Was that replying to Biff's comment?
I don't know who I was replying to. No, not at all. Why was I saying that?
Best offers.
Best offers, okay.
Axe Monkey
Major win, thanks. Thank you. By the way, that's our notated third viewer sale.
Can you let him in, please?
How'd you even get out?
He opened the door with his paws.
That's how they do it. Do you think if you successfully ship 50 orders in a day that eBay ups your cap to a certain percentage? That's how it should work until you have an issue. No, I don't think that's what they do. I don't know what they do anymore. But I know you sent out, I remember just anecdotally from a few weeks ago, you saying that you sent out, Biff, 70 items. And then I was thinking to myself, did you mean 70, and I don't remember how I remembered it, if I remember it right. 70 items or 70 orders? So 70 individual shipments or 70 items, multiple items in one shipment? And that's what I was wondering too, is like, how can they limit you to the number of items you sell? And yet, well, I don't know if they're doing that to us. I don't know.
Like I said, I feel until we really put in more effort.
No, I don't want to.
I can't really blame eBay right now.
I don't want to.
And then when we do put in more effort, I will blame eBay more.
But then what? What if we find out the truth that we just suck? I don't want to find out the truth.
Well, we'll take it day by day. And Axe Monkey is saying best offers feels like the new auction when auctions were a thing. You can actually still take a best offer on auction
now you can
listings.
Do that,
yeah.
Which is basically making a fixed price auction.
Yeah.
So, but they have to accept it. And auctions are always cheap. I haven't, well, no, actually I have seen a couple of things that have really gone up in price because they were at auction, but usually auctions are you get a better price buying something at auction.
Ryan was saying I used Bonanza about 10 years ago when you used coins.
Bonanza coins?
And prices were extremely low. Bought tons of stuff on there. When they redid the website, it destroyed how it originally was.
Never used it ever at all.
Yeah, I've only heard of Bonanza over the past several months.
Jack says, at Hayfro's suggestion, I'm applying for the 10,000. Nice. Everybody in this room should apply for that grant, by the way. Have you applied for it yet? Don't follow us as an example. Obviously, we suck. But go do it because you just do it. Even if it's about how bad Jamie is to sell on eBay. Do it. Apply for the $10,000. Can you imagine if they give it to you? Somebody in this room who's in this chat right now has received it. So it's a real thing that goes out to... Now, generally, I think they probably provide it, Jack, to someone who's being earnest and trying hard. Hopefully, I think that's why they give it to people. But if you make it look like you're hustling that book about how bad Jamie is, you're probably not going to make it through on that one, but you give it a shot. Why not?
James is saying, I dumped Bonanza when they added the extra $2 if you don't use their shipping. Also, they would take down a different brand almost daily, saying you cannot sell it there. Oh, jeez.
Well,
see, every platform has their annoying things.
So what we learned in today's episode of the reseller group therapy is that every single reseller in our reselling group is better than us. Thank you.
So there you go. You have that going for you.
We have that going for you. I mean, the struggle is real. The hustle is real. Nothing is free. Nothing is easy. We've definitely tried hard. I mean, we've tried. I think we're trying to outsmart ourselves. Is generally what it comes down to. And I don't know how we got down to this pathetic place that we're at right now, but it probably had to do with not hustling the proper way.
And Ryan was saying, I haven't changed my eBay name since I opened it. And then Biff was saying that.
Get over it, man. It's okay. The chat just jumped. Look at her. Is she rolling her eyes? Is she rolling her eyes right now? Pokey, we're in trouble.
Stop.
Where is it? Okay.
Go.
Tell me when to stop.
Biff, stop. Biff is saying that his doesn't match either. The window to change your URL closed a couple of years ago.
And I had tried to get in there, and I kept asking him, when are you going to release our old username, which is Old School Artifacts, without the asterisk at the end, so that we can utilize it again? And they won't let us have our old. And why don't we even have access to that? I can't remember why we don't have access to that account. But sometimes if you forgot if you did something, you couldn't get back into your account. I can't remember what the loophole was there, but they won't give us back our own username to use what we're using now.
All right.
So we had to put a Z at the end of the URL and an asterisk at the end of our actual store name. So that's annoying. But anyway.
Axe Monkey just got a $7 sale. It's lunchtime.
That's right. Go, we're sitting here rolling in
Snaggletooth.
We got all the
cash.
Payment from Snaggletooth, and we got it all in fresh pennies. And now we're rolling around in them, pretending they're gold
Did you say
coins.
there is a blue Snaggletooth? Because Biff was asking that.
The blue one is the rare. It's tall, so it's not. So Snaggletooth is short, so it's a full size. They used a different body or something. And anyway, so it's blue, but it has a Snaggletooth head, and he only came in a playset in like 19.
Ryan was saying, I
something.
think the blue Snags was Sears.
Yes, okay, it could have been a Sears exclusive playset for sure.
Biff, the Yoda snake.
Yoda snake is orange. I don't know. I don't know about a rarity on the Yoda snake.
Ryan is saying, Biff, the orange brown snake.
So there's an orange one and a brown one, maybe.
Okay, bye, Dentacor. Ooh, I don't know if you're still here, but aloha. Thank you so much for being here.
Good luck to you. Hope you have some good sales today. Ryan said Vinyl Cape Jawa blue snacks, but I think that's Snaggletooth. And Yak Face. Now Yak Face, I still have Yak Face up there? I think I have a Yak Face. He was a mail away. Let me see. Star Wars. So it wasn't Yak Face in the band, right? I've got Reese, not Yak Face, Reese. He's got 3 eyes and it kind of looks like a yak, but he's up in there. And then Log Ray, who's an Ewok with what they call green stripes. I'm not sure. I think it's just like discolored or something, but there is something about if it's made in Macau and it's green stripes because the paint was different. So I have that is
Huh.
like my most expensive one.
Neat.
And then there's Dengar, who is like kind of the lamest guy. Like, I'm like, why even buy this guy right here? Like, he's not like that. Almost looks like a GI Joe or something.
And his weapon is as big as
It's a big
he
gun.
is.
It looks like GI Joe, but he does have a weapon. That's kind of cool. So, and then here's Reese, who was, I believe, a mail order, and he's got giant hands, and I think he is in the band, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
He may be special, like he may have come in the band only thing. And here's Log Ray Ewok. So I only dabble in for collector purposes. I only dabble in the first series, 1977s. Anything after that, I was not so interested in. But they call this green, but you can see the discoloration on the body. It's, I don't know. I looked it up though. It said it was okay.
You want to power through the rest of the comments?
Yeah, and then this guy also looks like, this is the Endor Rebel Soldier. It totally looks like a G.I. Joe figure. But if you want to look for quality, you know, you look for paint missing on the fingers, toes. I mean, that's a nice looking unit right there, if you happen to need them. So there, eBay. We showed them. That was last year. This total right here. That total is last year, and we won't even look at this year. We'll pretend that is this year's. Let's see here. I'm starting to list some items. Paul Rose says, without offers now, just getting tired of letting things go for far less than they are. So do you think that's going to do you think that'll just not, people will just overlook your item, or do you think that you'll actually, somebody looking at your items, if you can't accept an offer, yeah, I don't know. Because we sell so many wants as opposed to needs, everything's a want, essentially. I think you have to give everybody the most opportunity to want it.
But for some people,
fall into an impulse buy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. You know,
would we ever get peanut butter cups if they went right there?
Some people might just be like, oh, so if they take offers, then so they're pricing out higher than what they really will take.
Granted.
You know, some people might be turned off by that.
What do you guys think about that?
Mike is saying, nope, no best offers. Buyers can buy it or kick rocks. Either way is fine with me.
I mean, I wish we were there still at that point, but we're gonna have to put some knee pads on to get some sales over
Callie Debs is editing her store through the hub and said there are tons of system errors. That's Amy.
Well, I won't be going there today.
Ooh, Seinfeld's commencement speech at Duke is worth a listen.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to listen to that.
On the list.
Oh, yes, jovial. I know. I want to
cute.
be Pokey in my next life.
Seriously. But, you know, he's such a sweetheart that he needs to be teamed up with another sweetheart, you know, E.T. style, all combined.
Aww.
Because, you know, he would be miserable if he didn't have someone love him so much. You know, he's such a little tender.
Oh, he is a little tenderloin.
Yeah, he's a tenderloin.
He's a little veal.
He's very skittish, you know, until he knows you, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm just flopping over on you and stuff."
Axe is saying today's saying global server error. It's not you, it's us. Yeah. Oh, Patricia was saying she wanted to tell Motorcycle Dork, that the 1988 alternator on the Jeep turns out to have been fine. It was the battery.
A battery and a loose belt. It wasn't getting charged.
Nice.
It wasn't getting that charge that you need.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Isn't that crazy, Patricia? That's back when they used to make American cars out of good old American steel, etc.
Paul, I don't even think they know what they do anymore, genuinely. James is saying, I seem like I get more sales when I let the weekend sales stack up.
When I keep up with them, I seem to sell less. Seen this many times over the years, so I rarely ship on Saturdays now. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh,
I mean, we tend to do that only if we're like sitting
so
on,
weird.
like if Friday night was big, just so I can catch up so I'm not behind. I don't ship them, but I might print out the labels and package or something, but I'm not taking them to the post office. But it looks like if you let them, you get more sales. I mean, I wonder. And that's all we got is what it seems like. I mean, because we don't know anything for sure.
And Jeff, I blame eBay.
Wait, hold on. This just in from Canada.
Yes.
Hayfro Sells blames eBay for everything.
Dun-dun.
And we here happen to agree.
Yes. Well, we were saying we blame ourselves.
Well,
too.
let's say it's our fault. But F eBay too, by the way.
Yeah, Patricia, maybe Dork is driving his inventory.
Oh, that's true. He's got to he's got to make a couple of 6-hour trips, and he's going up to the gates of hell. And I don't mean the piece of artwork by Gauguin. Who did that? Rodin, right? Not the gate. So anyway, he's moving up to Reading, which is hotter than the desert for some reason. It's got trees kind of around it, but it's so bloody hot there. But anyway, he gets to go figure that out.
And Amy is saying, yes, apply for the $10,000.
It's real.
Up and running. It's due on the 7th.
It's due on June 7th, everybody. And this is coming from Amy, who won it. It's a real thing. And it really happens. Again, I think they are going for people who will look good in their advertising and who are very earnest and who are trying really hard. So again, Jack, I'm not sure if your hate Jamie, I hate Jamie book is going to cut it. But
can you imagine? But I don't know how they would connect anything with Jack right now. It's not like he's putting out YouTube videos.
But I'm saying if he actually puts that in the application, they may just pass over you if you put that.
Why would he?
Yeah.
Silverhair was asking, do you run overall sales in your store? We did
doing it
30% off, and then
a sales kind of came to a standstill, and then on May 17th we stopped doing the sales, and you can see we showed our. I don't want to go back there right now, but it showed all the slow sales. We were making like one sale a day for like 10 days. Then we canceled all the sales, and then all of a sudden we started to see action.
We canceled the 30% off sale, but we ended up reducing
we reduced the prices to 30% off.
To represent 30% off, so...
No longer on sale. Yeah. So maybe we had just run sales for too long after running them for 2.5 months straight. 30% off sales. I don't know. It just lost its...
maybe eBay was just like, nah.
Yeah,
even though we were doing resets, though, so who knows. But we're after 3. You want to just quickly scoot through the rest? Yeah,
let's do that. We see Patricia says, then they thought it was the alternator. A loose belt is a lot cheaper. Absolutely.
Yeah, and thank goodness. Oh.
And because it was the... actually, our car just did that just not too long ago, where one of the pulleys, 110,000 miles on this car, and one of the pulleys kind of just melted off. But the belt was still running on the stem of the pulley. Kind of made some noise. We were like, hey, this doesn't sound like it's working right. And then we found out this was happening. But it was amazing that it didn't kill the alternator, didn't kill the battery, it killed the pulley. Cars are amazing, aren't they? Thank you.
Yes. Paul Rose says, let's all get the $10,000 and go on an extended vacation together
and then quit
worry
eBay.
About it when we get back.
Just quit eBay. Mm-hmm. Everybody we gave the $10,000 prize, we just quit eBay. Oh, whoops. Patricia said they're undercharging because of the loose belt pooched the battery, which was still under warranty. Awesome. Nice. Ryan said...
Benny!
Ryan, where'd you go? Oh my gosh, Nash is here too. How far...
Whoa, what just happened?
I don't know. In 2017, I was one of the 500 or however many got the store package from eBay. Got a ton of promotional items and branded postcards. It was neat, and I wasn't notified I had one until it showed up. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Well, I got a, way back in time, I was a power seller, and I got a suitable for framing power seller certificate.
Patricia won a dishwasher from eBay in 2009.
Where's my comeuppance? I want my comeuppance.
And they delivered 2 dishwashers.
Stop it, Patricia.
Paul Rose. In 2023, 24.
That's why they're gouging us for promoted listings now. Is because Patricia got 2 dishwashers.
Oh, Miss Merritt. Oh wait, Miss Merritt was watching a Star Wars YouTube with Jawas and told me they were ninjas.
They are kind of ninjas. What's really interesting, 6x6, is when you see the if you've ever seen the movie, it's one of the documentaries about Steven Spielberg and not Steven Spielberg, by Steven Spielberg was in it. So I can't remember if it was a Steven Spielberg or a George Lucas one. It must have been George Lucas since he was Star Wars, but I thought it was Steven Spielberg. Anyway, he was talking about how the names came up. Chewbacca is Chihuahua, like because his kids would just say words, and they would kind of just mix up the words. And I think ninjas was Jawas.
We named our cat Kidney once because my best friend's little sister called kidneys.
And then we had
we named our cat Kidney.
And then we had a cat named Lofi because he looked like sliced bread. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how you name animals.
We think all animals should have a name that end in Y.
Yes, and their middle name should be Aloysius or something. And then we're gonna write a entire Broadway play on it, and we're gonna call it Cats. And then we're gonna have stinky people in like spandex sit on your lap during the show.
Shiny pink.
Spandex? No, no. Actually, I think our camera went off.
Oh, hey, you guys. So that's our sign.
Hold on, wait. Let's finish. We can't just leave these here.
Oh.
Miss Mary, Yak is the last 17. Used to be a $300 to $500 figure, but now I got it up there for $34. Have at it if you wanted to. Snaggletooth is a 1960s exit stage right. Yes, totally different guy, but a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but a different than Star Wars. Patricia says, I guess we could have, but I called the appliance dealer and told them about the duplicate. They retrieved it. Aw, you should have kept it for all the hassle they would give you nowadays.
She would think long and hard about doing that now.
Yes, exactly. Dengar got the BB gun treatment because Dengar's the lame Star Wars figure, so he got shot in the head with a BB gun. Let's see. Heavens to Murgatroyd, even. Paul Rose says, Patricia, bummer. I would have done the same. You still got one, though. That's awesome. Benny Stratton. Aloha, Benny Stratton.
Aloha, Benny. I'm waving even though you can't see.
Buyers will still send you their best offer via message if you don't have
that is right.
And
yes,
we've done that too and gotten best offers from people who don't have best offers turned on. So I guess you can utilize that in all different ways.
Oh, Brightline saying I buy stuff on eBay all the time, and I refuse to buy stuff that even has best offers.
What?
It's awkward. So I haven't allowed best offers for any of the 30,000 items I've sold.
Most messages. Oh, that's interesting. Nash, you're an interesting character, I got to say. You do things a different way, and apparently it works just fine for you. In our case, it doesn't matter how we do stuff. Our stuff sucks. Husty says, put some knee pads. Oh, sorry, yes. I did say that. Paul Rose says, Primo, I really don't know anymore, but I don't overprice rare stuff anyway. I often list mint 40-year-old items for far less than beaten up old tatty ones. Yes. Already good deals. Just trying it. I mean, it doesn't not work to price your stuff right from the beginning. Gotta love the buyers who message Patricia, who message to ask what's the lowest price I will accept. And generally, that's the same with just real life sales. It's like, make me an offer first. I'm going to put you in the position to make me the offer. I'm not going to tell you the lowest, but that's just ridiculous. Benny Stratton says, the thing is, if you set up thresholds with best offers, you do not have to deal with messages. Right. If you say you take the lowest you'll take or whatever.
And Brightline said, good point, Benny.
It is. It's another tool that we've utilized, and we always utilize eBay's tools if they provide them to us. And Paul Rose agrees with what's the least you'll take. That's just amateur hour, right? Bush League buyers. Benny says, if it's less than what you are willing to accept, it's auto decline, no messages, no headaches. True. You'll never even see it. You'll never even know it was there. Amy says we love our California. Oh, you guys wrote too much stuff. Right, sweetie? Do we?
I don't know where you're.
It just left. See, it's way up here. We can't catch up. It'll just be forever. Benny, superpower.
Oh, Tactical
sellers.
Z. Good afternoon, Tactical Z.
Aloha, Tactical Z. Okay, we gotta go, but I'm gonna read one word from each of the last ones. Yep, good one.
Even.
Dishwasher.
Okay.
Still get afternoon lag riot. Our
purple
cat purple Oreo. Documentary Frozen Snaggletooth Silver Hair.
Oh, Darth! Hi, Spam and Primo.
Darth is here.
Aloha.
Darth!
Yes, we are frozen. Our phone. We think the phone died.
We gotta
heading
go.
out soon.
We actually ended 12 minutes ago, and we just don't know yet.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you all so much for joining us. And at the end of this, we put on the. Hold on, I got it. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you on Friday at 4. And then we'll see you, Friday at 4.
Bye.
Also, check out Thrifting Ain't Easy on Friday. And BY.
Flipping ain't easy.
I'm sorry. I'm so out of it right now. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Okay, so join us on Friday at 4. Flipping Ain't Easy's on it, as he's been on forever.
He's like Gidmick at the 2. we look scared.
We're frightened. Our camera died, and this is how we are going to be for the rest of the afternoon.
We're frozen in
Thrifting
time.
ain't easy, picking ain't easy, flipping ain't easy. Nothing is easy. Check them out on Fridays.
Pooping ain't easy.
Poo-poo platter. Poo-poo platter. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Major Win,
We are actually
everyone,
gonna go.
thank you.
Thanks for joining us,
We
Major Win.
appreciate you all
Thanks
so
for
much.
the Snaggletooth purchase. And for the rest of you, I hope your sales don't look like ours.
Call J-Lo.
Amy's saying it's if everything else fails, go get a little workout, a little run, a little walk around the block, whatever. That'll help you.
Aloha, everybody.
Have
we
a great
appreciate
day.
you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you. I'm still waving.
Yeah, we're waving.
Once in a blue moon. Aloha.
eBay
Have a
ain't
good evening, you
easy.
too.
It's so true.
We appreciate you, Husties. WTF. Thank you. Body by J-Ride. Darth.